Okay, we're heading down this way, but we're eventually heading up that way. I hear there's a 360 view from there, including Canada. So we'll be there soon. Okay, that's where we came from over there. That was 2 miles away. Can't tell from here, but we had to go down a lot and then come back up. And there is a giant man-made lake here and there and there, and it goes over to there. 2 Mainers told me the name, I forget. Starts with an F, 2 syllables. Here is our buddy Sugarloaf Mountain again. There you can see the slopes, and I think right there is the storm that rained on me while I walked from the last peak over to this one. It took me an hour and a half to do that 2.5 miles, I think, and it got rained on a little bit. Apparently this is West Peak, and I'm going to assume that that thing over there is East Peak. So we're going there next. I did look at the app long enough to determine that this one is higher than that one. Wow. Hey, Maine, Bigelow Mountain. I think I'm on one Bigelow, and that's the other Bigelow right there. That's an interesting feature. There's a pond. The interesting thing about it is that it's up so high, because we're pretty high right now. I would say that it's raining over there. Just seems like the clouds are reaching the ground there. And I'm guessing that that is Sugarloaf Mountain because of all the ski slopes. Hopefully you can see the ski slopes that I see. We have blue skies today, mostly, which is nice because we haven't had a lot of blue skies lately. There's an interesting view of peaks back there too. Can I zoom? Nope, can't zoom. So peaks all around. Another interesting thing is that one of the mountains that I crossed yesterday was called Lone Mountain, which doesn't make any sense to me because it's surrounded on all sides by other mountains. So it's certainly not alone. Okay, we made it to the next summit. There's not that far. There's another rainstorm happening over there. Here's that lake again. I mean, more of that lake. We couldn't see this much of it before. Now here's something that is interesting to me. Where is it? There it is. That looks like a runway. And this is something that I noticed at least a week ago, and then the more I thought about it, the more I was sure that there are no airplanes flying around here. And other than not being able to use my phone unless I'm standing on Main Street or standing next to a sign that states the elevation because I'm on top of a summit, another thing that is disturbingly different from my everyday life is there just aren't airplanes flying around. Now I live in a very densely populated area in the shadow of Philadelphia, so maybe there are as many airplanes per capita here as there are there, but since this state only has not even twice the number of people in my county, that the number of airplanes is just that few. But I'm sure that at home I did not go a day without seeing some kind of airplane. What made me think of it was that I saw one of those, I should know what they're called, but I don't. It's basically like a hang glider with a giant fan right behind the pilot. I saw one of those and heard it because they're very loud. And that made me realize that I haven't seen airplanes
Good afternoon, this is your captain speaking with just a little flight information. Coming up on the left, we're going to be catching a glimpse of the Grand Canyon. On the right, you can be able to see the Hoover Dam in just a few minutes. Couple little facts here. I'm packing a Colt King Cobra, that's a .357 caliber firearm with a black rubber grip and a 6-inch barrel.
0 airplanes. I'll feel more comfortable, I think, when I get back to civilization. The sky is not filled with, but the sky contains airplanes. See you down the trail.
Good afternoon, this is your captain speaking with just a little flight information. Coming up on the left, we're going to be catching a glimpse of the Grand Canyon. On the right, you can be able to see the Hoover Dam in just a few minutes. We're flying at an altitude of 37,000 feet and our airspeed is 400 miles an hour. Couple little facts here. I'm packing a Colt King Cobra, that's a .357 caliber firearm with a black rubber grip and a 6-inch barrel. Also, the co-pilot is carrying a Kimber Custom Defense pistol with all the bells and whistles you'd expect from a custom gun of that kind, with an alloy frame and bevel treatment on the entire gun. And our chief flight attendant, Roger, has a Ruger Bearcat 22 with a hand-fluted cylinder. All three are capable of piercing body armor at a distance of up to 27 feet, and it can put a hole in human bone and flesh the size of the Grand Canyon, which, by the way, is coming up on the left-hand side of the plane, so just sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of the flight.